Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. This is the last video I'm making of the heat embossing, distress inking, embossing week. Now I have some things ready. I did try something out before I started the video taping. I'm having an issue with this particular stamp set, so I'm hoping that it's going to work out. So I am using the Penny Black Sunny Wishes. Let me just put that away like it's supposed to be. This one here. I always liked this one stamp set right here. But as far as using embossing powder on it, it's very intricate. So it's hard to get the Versamark ink on it so that it works. But I'm going to try it again. If first you don't, or if fifth you don't exceed, try again, huh? Okay, so this is my 12 by 12 Misty. Because I'm not making an A2 size card, I'm making, I don't know what it's called. It's 4.5 by 9.5 inch. I have to get the bigger Misty out. This is pretty juicy, so I think it's going to be okay. I'm just going to take my time and like really squish it in there. Now it's interesting, if I do use just the regular black Memento ink, it does just fine. So it has something to do with the Versamark not getting all the way through the creases. All right, I'm going to stamp it first. Well, obviously. This is just the top of the card base. It's not the full card. Okay, now I'm going to get my brayer and push as hard as I can. And I can kind of see it. It looks like it actually all worked. It's a little light there. All right, I'm going to do it one more time. Yeah, so the cards that I make are usually, well, I'm not going to say usually, are all A2 size. I do sell my cards at a couple locations here where I live. And I only have card racks that fit the A2 size. So that's usually what I want to make. What I make. But this stamp right here is just too big for an A2. All right, that looks like it's gonna work. Yeah, it all came through. Amazing. Let's put that aside. I will clean this off when I'm done with this video. I'm going to get my snappy tray out here. I did forget to put my anti-static, which is not good. Actually, may have to do this over. Okay, I'm going to hold it this way and drip it down this way. I'm sorry, you guys can't see this right now. This is Recollections, charcoal anthracite. I might have said that wrong. And I like it. It's a bit thicker than some of the embossing powders I've used before. It looks like I covered everything. I will put that back in when I'm done. And I'm just going to turn it around and tap it from the back. Or I should say flick it. Be careful not to touch this until you actually heat it up and melt it. Okay, I like it. Give me a couple minutes and we'll get back into doing what we want to do. Oops. I don't know if you guys are, sorry it took so long. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see how gorgeous this embossing powder is. I didn't see that. That's okay. I'm going to do something totally different here. All right, we're going to get some tape, which I should have had out ahead of time. Here we go. And I'm going to use this tape to hold it down. I mean, it's pretty just like this, but I want to add some color to it. That should be good enough. Okay, let's get out my watercolor paints. I had got these off of TikTok. Really happy with them so far. They're flat and metallic paints. And it comes with this so you can do a template and then look at the color that you want to use. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I think I'm going to go with... you know, my brain always goes to yellow because I love yellow. Let me activate the... But I'm going to do more like an orangey red because these kind of look more like poppies than anything to me. And find a very small paintbrush. I'm going to go ahead and wet it. And I'm going to go with this orange red. So it's 3 in from the bottom. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, so this is going to take me a while, and I could record myself and fast forward. Or I could just sit here and paint and talk about stuff that doesn't really matter to anybody. Or you could fast forward through it. But I do like these paints a lot. They're lasting me a long time. Because there's a lot there, so. This might not take me too long. I just got to do the flowers, so. Most definitely could use Copic markers if you're not into the watercolor painting. Copic markers would work just fine. Now I'm not gonna worry too much about shadowing or anything like that. This is gonna be a basic flat card. Okay, here I'm saying I'm not going to worry about the shadowing, and now that I put some detail into this one, I like it. This is a semi-wet brush, and it helps just pick up some of the color. I'm not sure if you guys can see all that. Okay, so I have a couple more. Thanks for hanging in there. You can also use acrylic on the heat embossing, the heat powder, embossing powder. There you go. You know, when I watch other people's YouTube videos, I'm like, why don't they like fumble? Why don't they? What happens? Okay, that's super pretty. I'm glad I picked that color. Okay, let's paint our butterflies. I'm gonna go with maybe like a pink. This might be too thick. Let me grab a scrap. I'll just dip it in there. I don't think I've ever seen a butterfly this color until right now. I'm going to let that sit and dry, and then I'll put the details into that. And then let's go with this purple here. I think it's called Brilliant Green Purple. Okay. Nice. If you put too much on there, you're not going to see the detail of the stamp. I don't know if you guys are noticing that. I absolutely love the sparkle of this embossing powder. All right, let's make this one like a really, we'll start with a bright yellow. I almost dropped my paintbrush. And then I can drop some orange in there, I think. I have two more to go. Let's go ahead and make this one actually this color green. I just said green. Wow. Orange, yellow. You know what I mean. And then, let's see, what do I want to do that one needs to be like a bright color. I don't know. Decisions. Let's go with this one. This is one of the metallic colors. That's pretty. Okay, let's go in and lift some of this up. With my semi-dry brush. Wow. And then I want to try to do like a really, really light blue on this one. Which is going to mean I need a very wet brush here. Yep, that's going to work. Let's add a little darker of a blue here. Wow, that looks so pretty. And how much fun is this? I did want to thank all of you that came along with me on this adventure. I appreciate it. Now, let's go ahead and try to put the card together. I'm taking a chance because it's watercolor is still a little bit wet. Another thing you can do, which I'm not going to do on this one, is you can come in with a bigger brush and do the background, a larger paintbrush, I should say, and then do the background like a really light green or a really light blue if you want. You do want a low tack tape. Washi tape actually works the best. And get my glue. Oh, I have some right here. I'm glad it worked out without me using the anti-static powder. All right, put a dab here. And I'm going to try to go all the way as much as I can on the edge because it is bending, which is typical. This is watercolor paper that I got from Michael's. It's a 90-pound, and I like it because when I do stuff like this, it's not so bumpy. It's I'm going to call it flat, and I'm not sure if that's the right term. Okay, so while that dries, I'm going to try something different for the envelope, which I've never done before. Oh, that's falling all over the place over there. So let's try to make some room here. And I'm moving everything as far as I can because I am not graceful. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Bira right for storage. So the cutoff was my battery went dead. All right, so we're going to use this, and then we're going to put the envelope in this really cute Doris embossing folder. I have quite a few of these, and I use them for my scrapbooking, but I've never used them for an envelope. I don't want to go down too far. I don't know if this is going to work. I think I'm going to do it like that. That might be okay. And put this map on top. And let's bring it through. I didn't check the setting on this, but I think it's still going to work. Okay, now I don't know what's going to happen here because I don't have the longer mat, so I don't think it's going to work all the way. So let's go ahead and flip it around, and we'll start from this edge and bring it up a little bit. Don't know if you guys could see what I just did, so I just moved everything up. And then we're good to go. Wow, how cute is that? I have to remember to do this now from now on because that turned out adorable. All right, so that's it for this card and this week-long adventure for the embossing, the heat embossing, and the distress inks. Everybody have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by again, and any questions or comments, be happy to help you with that. Have a great day.